Hello all, welcome to episode 1 of Coding with Me for 30 Days series, where we are going to master Analytical SQL. In this first episode, we're setting the stage by creating the heart of our project, a robust e-commerce database. This database will be our playground for the next 30 days, where we'll explore advanced Analytical SQL. Take a look at the diagram here. The e-commerce database consists of several key tables, including customers, products, orders, sales, and reviews. Each table represents a fundamental aspect of our e-commerce platform. Let's get started and create the database first. We're going to call it e-commerce. So let's write create database e-commerce. Highlight all of this and hit execute. Now within that database, we're going to be creating the customer table first. So we're going to create 5 tables for this e-commerce database. First one being customer tables. So we're going to do create table customers, open parentheses and close parentheses. So all the columns that we want to create in the table will be in here. Let's start with customer ID as our integer, as well as primary key, comma. Second column will be customer name, and let's make this a text. Third column will be email. Let's make this a text as well. And fourth one will be phone number. And I'm going to make this a text as well. Now I'm going to highlight all of this from here to here. When you're about to execute a customer table, remember to pick your newly created database from here. So you will have other options as well, other databases that you have in your system or have previously created. So select on e-commerce, and before you go or move forward, highlight this and then execute. So it knows where you are creating the table. I am creating the table in e-commerce. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to continuously keep on going for the rest of the tables. Let's do it. You can always skip this if you already have some sort of database and you want to jump into SQL analytical queries. You can jump on to episode 2. But for this one, we're going to keep on creating the tables and insert some data. So now we're going to do create table products, again open parentheses, product ID. I'm gonna make this as integer, primary key, comma, then I'm going to do product name. Let's make this a text. Then I'm going to do the third one as product underscore category as text again. Close parentheses, semicolon. Hit execute. Now you've created your second. Let's move on to the third one. Create order tables. For order tables, I'm going to create 4 columns, and I'm actually going to copy paste what I have here just to save the time, but I'm going to go over. So what I'm doing is create table orders as the name of the table, open parentheses. Order ID is my integer primary key, customer ID as integer, order date as date, foreign key would be my customer ID, and references would be customers on customer ID. Let's execute this. I'm going to do the same for my sales and my review table. So I'm going to copy paste the data that I have. So create table for sales. I'm going to have sales ID. I'm going to have order ID. I'm going to have product ID, amount as real, transaction date. Foreign key will be order ID. References would be orders in order ID. Order ID in orders, I mean. Foreign key, again, product ID, references, product ID in products. And I'm gonna just run this, execute. Now the last one is reviews. And I'm again gonna copy paste the data that I already have. Create table reviews, review ID, integer primary key, product ID, integer, rating, real. These are the data types that we are setting for all the columns. If review date is your column, date is your data type. And the foreign key that we are setting up here is on product ID, which is this. And references that we are using is product ID in product table. Hope this is clear. If you have any question, please feel free to send me a message or comment me. And I'm gonna just execute my last and final table. After creating the 5 tables, I'm just gonna insert some of the sample data to fetch the records. So let's get started with customers. We're gonna start with adding the records by using insert into command, customers as my table. The next line you can do open parentheses, write all the column names that we have in our table, email, phone number, close parentheses. In the third line you can write values. So here you're gonna tell me what values you want. Customer ID, let's start with customer ID as 1, customer name in quotation mark, let's say Alice Johnson or Alice John, close the quotation mark, comma. Now write alice.j at yahoo.com, comma, phone number, that's again gonna be in quotation mark 555-111-1111. This is all bogus database that we are creating. You can do whatever if you have your original company's data, your schoolwork data that you can use. Add comma in the end because we are still adding values here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some bogus database that I have. I'm going to copy paste and I'm going to do same method. I'm going to keep on continuing comma, comma, comma. Towards the end, when I'm done adding the records, I'm going to end it with semicolon instead of a comma. Now select or highlight all of this and hit execute. I made a mistake somewhere. Oops, I have one more extra comma. You see that the error is gone now. It's looking nice. Let's try again. Okay, 4 rows affected. If you want to see that this got populated in your table, you can always do select statement, select all from customers. And remember, we can add more to the customer table by doing the same method. But let's see what we have added so far. Hit execute. I got all my 1, 2, 3, 4, all the names. This is uppercase. These are lowercase, which is all okay. Is how you want to add them. We're gonna do the same for product, order, sales, and reviews. And then I'm just gonna select all and show you in the next episode. And if you want the records from me, I can provide you. Just comment me, and then I can send you all the records so you can insert the bogus data. I hope now that you have all the records for all the 5 tables. If you're still struggling with adding some sample data in the database, and if you need some help, I'm happy to assist. Just comment and send me a message, and I will send you all the records so you can practice this at your own pace. I have already added the records in all the 5 tables. All these 5 tables can be seen under the database called e-commerce, and these are the tables that are residing here. So if I collectively select all and hit execute, I'll see the results from all the tables. And I have added some record here for each column that we created earlier. This is how it looks like. Hope this was helpful, and hope you were successful in creating a database and tables and adding the records. If you have any more questions, feel free to add in the comment. I'll see you next day for our in our series for episode 2. Stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.